My mind is great. Thus I belong around great shit, and great things belong around us. If it ain't about us, it ain't about nothing. Don't you never forget that. Revolve around us. And the word us in ancient language means sorcery. And we are the magic of this world. Everybody use us to manipulate the quantum realm. They got to get it past you first. If you get scared, then they got a superhero. You heard? Then they got a new horror movie. You heard? If you the one scared. Because they ain't scared of shit. Last time I checked, they mobs on each other. You heard? Black people, colored people of color, brown people, non-whites. Let's learn how to eat, love each other, and then go to the movies. Steam a blunt, crack a Bex, and then look at the movie and just watch the movie. Watch them play out they play. Because this is all a play, man. This is a play. We ain't no lames. They want everybody to be lame and just get fought. We fake emotional about some shit that don't got nothing to do with us. I can't stand you niggas talking about voting as if you ever had a vote. As if you ever had a dog in the race. You heard? Oh, well, we making progress. Last time I checked, that is not what's going on in the streets. Them little niggas don't give a fuck about who the president. They is venting the sing-song melody of poverty. Make sure you pick your messiahs and protect them appropriately. You heard? Because they might not even be able to protect themselves, many of them. Many of them don't even know that they the Messiah, that they the change that the ancestors made for the future is the young people, and their angst is in the wrong direction. They clapping at each other, but they not clapping for each other. Don't clap at me, nigga. Clap for me, nigga. Don't clap at me. Don't clap for me. Y'all always want to put some work in on black people. Y'all niggas is crazy. See, at least I got a narrative when I was a kid. Well, we used to do shit to the pilgrims. You heard? Y'all niggas is this bugging. Y'all don't even have that type of training. You scared of that shit. You think they gonna give you more, they gonna jam you up more if you fuck with a pilgrim than as they is when, and then when you jam up, you get jammed up, you done killed the black man, and then they be hitting your ass at that board. Keep hitting you. Because they can see you got more in you. When you walk up in the parole board, they can see you with that old hip-hop shit. They kids watch that shit on the TV. You see how they misrepresent you? You know, all you niggas in the street got a nigga that you want to free from the penitentiary. But what happened when the DA go and look on the internet and they see the little homies with the, like this, with the swammies and all this old shit? Y'all better pick your motherfucking fights appropriately. Your fight is with your stomach, pa. For real. For real. Your stomach, your eyes be bigger than your stomach half the time, right? And then the other time, you be trying to live your life through another nigga's stomach and another nigga appetite. You better stay in your lane, for real. Stay in your motherfucking lane and wait your turn. You heard? Be efficient. Start acting like a hipster until you get your bankroll. Then you can pump. You can do all the pump faking you want with that money, because that's all that money for, is to create a false status symbol in the psychology of the spender. You heard? So this is why we do narratives which involve cultural nuances, because my culture, what I went through, has more value. Y'all ain't got no cap. This is all cap. You crazy than a motherfucker. The game is cap, nigga. The game is cap. The game is cap. Ain't no telling what I could sell this for. Keeping it real. Look at my motherfucking face. Do I look like I gave a fuck about what was real at that moment? All cap. Capping. I'm capping. Y'all niggas is crazy keeping it real. Keeping it real on the internet. Good luck with that. Nigga keeping it real on the internet. You ain't keeping it real with the motherfucking 10 toes down with you. But you the realest nigga in the world on the internet. I get it. That's my man. That's what's up. Be my friend when I ain't there looking, motherfucker. You feel me? Yeah. This is all available right now. That's myson.com for the first time. So, let's streamline this shit. Let's improve the game. You know what I'm saying? You can still interact on the DM as well, but once we put this up, that's on that'smyson.com. I already know the nature of this beast. Them shit's gonna be going soon. For real. Larry Davis Gun Club. And all flavors like lifesavers was happening. Mostly large. It's only what it is up there. So it's only what it is up there. For real. I've seen the Pilgrims stand outside Supreme and get whatever they got left just because they know they could sit up and trade the shit or go and do monopolize and play on the internet and all that. We got some shit that is timeless. Nobody in the whole world is putting a black woman mixing. Now look at all this shit. Everybody's into their esoteric occult shit just because Netflix came out. Netflix and them supposed to be sending my big homie a few dollars, man. Just on the metric that it's black people watching that Love Strange shit just because our teachers had inundated black people that even existed. They would never be able to make that shit before the gathering of the masters. You heard? Niggas is still watching Good Times and motherfucking, what's that shit? You niggas is infatuated with Minister Society. That shit is a black horror film. You heard? And your children's music sound like Candyman. All the kids want to be Candyman. The motherfuckers sound like neurotics and sociopaths. You heard? They don't care about nothing or nobody, and they just want to hunt you down and kill your motherfucking ass. And y'all not even using that music appropriately. You could be drilling positive messages into niggas' minds, but y'all niggas want to drill real niggas in a fake world. Broke as a motherfucker. How many niggas is in jail that can't afford the bail? Fuck bail. Niggas that's tough don't want the bail. They'll spend all that money on the lawyer. Niggas ain't even got lawyer money. So you got a bunch of motherfucking pilgrims just in there acting like they doing public service. Get you a deal. You getting a deal. And you finna cop out. You heard? Because you didn't have no money. But you had enough time to kill a black man. That shit is crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me. And I'm not, I've been got over the hierarchy. I've been figured out these niggas is crazy. They not real niggas. What's a real nigga? Who wants to be around real niggas? Who does that? I'm around real artists. You heard? Real bankrolls. Real intellectuals. You heard? Real smart, active participants of reality. People that's real with they self. For real. For real. That's what we into. And improving the quality of our existence. You gonna get your shit. This is the first time in the world around this time that I can facilitate an order. You heard? We got shit in line. You heard? And we not sitting up waiting for no bad shit to happen. I'm gonna give you a secret. A lot of y'all got anxiety. You know what your anxiety come from? You ponder too much about the outcome of your failures and your worst self. You have not transcended and you participate and imbibe in all of these cultural things, and you don't do it for nothing. You don't even upgrade your mechanics and your psychological nuances and build new neural bridges in your brain that tell yourself and affirm that you are the one who's the creator of your own destiny. You want to know all this so deep shit and having conversation. Yeah, I just spoke to brother. I know y'all be doing that. Yeah, I just spoke to brother so-and-so. Yeah, I just had a consultation with the king, I went and got me a reading, right? But my shit is, what the fuck you gonna do after that? What you gonna do with the shit what these masters done told you? What you gonna do with what you are? Artists, you need to be building references. Y'all sitting up worrying about niggas, worrying about how your art will be received. You need to be building new references. You hip-hop artists, Hip hop artists, if y'all don't get out of here with that bullshit, the nicest niggas is the ones getting applauded. And it's socketry associated. This is a deep thing. You could be associated with an artist and you might not even be knowing that you lazy rapping. And you be low-key thinking that the shit you getting from fucking with that shit is cause you lit. And it's not, it's cause they lit. You heard? You niggas need to start you need to fuck with what we fuck with. Stop trying to recreate some new shit that never existed. That shit be baffling me. Your reference systems, y'all need to read more books. Everybody that I know that's winning, they don't gotta tell you what kind of books they reading or how deep they is. It's prevalent in their socketry. You see, they got lightning bolts shooting at their motherfucking ass from the dark parts of the universe that give you currency. They got a bridge to the ancestors. The ancestors don't fuck with broke shit. How the fuck you gonna feed the ancestors and you can't feed your motherfucking self? Tell me that. Help me understand that shit. You heard? Where the fuck does that happen at? How you gonna feed the ancestors they love your ego. The ancestors love risk takers, man. They love risk takers and they love those who don't give a fuck about what no bum think about them. Got me fucked up. Bums got too many rules and not enough motherfucking sockets. You heard? You could know that's immediately. You know that's when you in the presence of some bum shit. When some dirty motherfuckers try to impose rules and regulations on that clean shit you fucking with. I'm like, man, what is your reference system? You referencing some shit that y'all ain't never won with. Y'all never won with that. I've not seen nobody ever beat the concrete. That concrete is strong. That concrete is strong as a motherfucker. And low-key, I see all these shrines and all this Black Lives Matter shit. They putting black people names and shit on the ground. A lot of y'all don't even know. Them people in Hollywood, you got to pay for a star. You got to register for your star Hollywood, but you the one paying for that. Ain't no budget. Ain't no star budget. Where the fuck that come from? That's a marketing tool to solidify you in perpetuity in Hollywood and in the world where people, a bunch of lames, get on the plane to go to go walk on your motherfucking ass. Now, we got something very interesting. Muhammad Ali got a star, but Muhammad Ali used to stand on his square. And he told him, you can't put Muhammad on the ground in the Americas. You can't put the word Muhammad on the ground. Muhammad Ali's star is on the wall. You heard? Like a Moor. You heard? Because he know more. When you know more, you could do more. You heard? Ain't nothing like no psychology when you feel like you could just beat somebody's ass. That's the roots of a lot of male psychological principles on how they operate within the context of social interactions is predicated on if they feel defeated or if they feel that they can be defeated in physical prowess. You heard? So I'm telling you, a lot of the gun violence is as a result of these niggas ain't watch karate movies and go outside after the karate movie and try to test that out on your mans and them. A lot of these kids, they ain't get their ass beat like that by their mamas or that one day you was slap boxing with your homeboy and you was like, oh nah, we grown ass men now. That hurt. You heard? That shit hurt it, son. Or a nigga tell you, man, I'm not finna be playing with my hands with you no more. We grown. You heard? Because now you feel pain. You know what it is. So the context with the music, these niggas don't care about sending you up on an elevator, cleaning your nose. They'll clean you up. Put you in one of them boxes. You be looking cute. For real. For once. You heard? New shoes. Tissues. T-shirts. You heard? For your ass. So you better stay out them fucking dominance hierarchies, man. You heard? Stay out of the dominance hierarchy because it's all predicated on primal human experiences under duress. In the presence of poverty, you'll be finding reasons to kill anything that look like you, and you'll be calling it something else. You heard? You'll be like this because he was talking to my bitch. You heard? Well, why his number in your bitch phone? What kind of shit is that? Y'all still bring bitches around, all kind of savages. You know these niggas ain't shit. Why would you do that? You heard? You only bring people around people that respect you. Y'all keep being around people that don't respect you. That's one of your biggest issues, man. That's one of the biggest issues. Teach your children that. And then, if they don't find no friends, that means that nobody respect them because they might be better than everybody that you expose them to because of their environs. You heard? Because of their environment. I was lucky to be where I'm from. The motherfuckers where I'm from is exceptionally intelligent. I cannot speak for everybody, man. I swear to God. I see exceptional intelligence everywhere I go because I'm exceptionally intelligent and I can see it. But where I'm from, niggas is smart first and then they street. You heard? Or some niggas is just smart and this in perpetuity. This shit is this. These niggas is just brilliant. You heard? So I'm not looking for conflict with black people, man. That's not our art form, and that's not how we gonna get no money. You ain't gonna get no money stepping on no nigga neck. You ain't gonna get no. Y'all worse than them crackers putting knees on niggas' necks. The way y'all do each other. The way y'all do each other. It's crazy to me. And you only do it in a fake place too. You be sitting up, eating with a nigga, getting off a nigga stream, chilling, you know, acting like you down with a nigga, and then with somebody, and then on the internet you a different type of motherfucker. You opposed to that shit. You opposed to this, but you'll sit up. And I'm telling you, these niggas in the raps and all that, y'all be underestimating these niggas with their acumen and their ability to see that shit. That's why I don't fuck with Twitter. Because Twitter, the word Twitter, it attaches itself to some primal shit in your mind. You a fucking bird. So you think that what you gotta say is important to everybody. Who the fuck told you that with your limited amount of references and the small amount of books that you've ever read, that you could deep sea dive in a fucking sea with sharks? You crazy as a motherfucker talking crazy on white people apparatuses and speaking of hatred and evil and vitriol. You heard? Vitriol. Did I say the shit right? You know what the fuck I mean. Spitting flames, throwing the fucking rocks in your fucking glass house. From your glass house. That's crazy to me. What is it that the computer did to your psychology that make you think that that's a sound and efficient and a sustainable way of living? That you can be duplistic in multiple places. So fuck learning about esoteric shit. Let's chill for a second. What the fuck is we doing all this esoteric shit for and learning all this sciences? So we can still be niggas and act like niggas? You know, it's a whole branch of niggas that think that it's fly to get the sciences just to advance niggerisms. That they gonna be better slaves with nuanced magic to vent their hatred and vengeance but they are under the impression that they will not be touched. Usually people who pursue sorcery or the underworld or the heavenly world or the underlying magnetic field to adjust their life, they are incapable of adjusting it with their hands in the physical world many times. You heard? So this is usually people who do this. You take little things lightly, and you take little things lightly, right? And you should take little things more serious. The large shit, you take that lightly because you don't want to look like you're going through something. You heard? But you know what the biggest issue in your life is? Not you, not your color. It's not what color you are. It's your inability to sustainably use your flesh that you in to occupy this world in an efficient manner to help you. And that is because you place barriers between you and sockets. It's a currency issue. And then you look at flowers and you see the flower open up with the magnet of the sun, and then you see when the sun sets, the flower closes. You want to manage the world as an absentee manager. You don't want to be the sun. Because you know the sun get blamed for everything. Now, you know this. You know this. And you know how ill humans is. How many people that you know that got somebody that drowned? You heard? MashaAllah, you know, from Allah we come, to Allah we return. If somebody in your family died because they drowned, you did not stop drinking water, my nigga. You got beef with water? Do you got beef with water? No. So why you got beef with humans? Have beef with yourself. You competing with your former self from yesterday. Yesterday, person of you was a degenerate. Forgive that person yesterday. You heard? Because you still got to be with them today. Improve and make the person that you was yesterday a better person today. Stop trying to make another motherfucker a better person, because it's going to cost you time and efficiency that you can't afford. And you don't even read the right books to try to persuade people. You can see it in your words. You don't have honey in your words. You nigga, your words smell. It smell like shit. You heard? Your words. Your words. You gotta put, where's your skeeter? As they say in Chicago, where's your magic? Where's your magic? For real. And I'm blessed to know you. And we blessed to know each other. You heard? And that in that reciprocal ideation, that, and this is when I say the world revolves around you, this is how you make it, where you're around people who world revolves around them. My circumference of love reaches your center of love. Your center being your source of love. My circumference around my center is open for you to participate in your circumference of how you show your love. You heard? So we all joined at the center. The world revolves around us. You heard? The world revolves around us. Have you ever woken up and you was happy because it was the first day of school and you wanted to show people your outfit? That was your ego in training for you to get a bankroll. So when you wake up, you be like this. Oh, I got money. I got sockets. I could do something today. You know, it's rich people, son, that they wish to manage money. It requires a lot of time and effort. A lot of people want what other people have, but you don't have the willingness and the wherewithal to actually do the work required. So keep it real. You want what somebody else got, but you're not willing to work 16-hour days, and you don't build relationships which facilitate you not being there all the time, man. A lot of y'all hoist yourself into emotional magnets that keep you there. Everybody want to know where you at. Everybody wants you grounded where they at so they can know where you at, but you can't go nowhere like that. You got to be someplace to get your bag so you can bring it home. Prodigal son style. You heard? For real. You got to be able to go and venture out and go hunt. You can't take everybody on the motherfucking hunt. You heard? How the fuck you gonna feed everybody? And then what happened if the lion just devour? You know this? I remember they would never put the whole presidency and all of the presidents and all the vice presidents, all that motherfuckers, all on the same plane. Cause what happened if they all get on the same plane? Right? And the plane just so happenstancely, whatever. You heard? Nah. We gotta split this bump up, man. You heard? Everybody, we can't go to every party, man. You heard? Man, everything ain't for everybody, no how. You heard? Sometimes you gotta act like the sun, son. Son, act like the sun, son. Pull back. You heard? That's how people get sent the fuck up. You just heard that it was popping over there and you can't wait to get over there so you can see it pop. You crazy. You might be the one that got popped that day and be them feel stupid in the motherfucker like this. Something told me don't go the fuck over there. And I went over there because you think from your gut. You think you got your brain and your mind. Your brain and your mind. You got 7 brains. Y'all talk about chakras, don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about half the time. Talking about one of your chakras is closed. You ain't never had a closed chakra. You never had one in your entire life. None of them shits is closed. They just have underdeveloped ones, or or you overextending your stay in a particular one. So I tell you, it's 7. And they're going to erase this because I put music in the beginning. They're going to erase this. So if I try to repost this, they're going to say I owe KRS One of them some money. I ain't got it, big homie. You heard? So I've been told y'all this. Your first 3 chakras, from your sacral to your solar plexus, function in 7-year increments. The chakra system comes from the Sirius star system. You reach a full ability to have dominion over all of them at 49 years. You heard? A Saturn cycle of a full reverse of the Sirius star system. When you 50 years old, shout out to people that's 50 years old and you don't feel like a sucker, man. For real. Happy birthday to anybody that's birthday is today, or whole Virgo season. For real. Cindy and all of the Virgos, Black Dot, Brother Rich, you heard? Everybody we know. Queen Anpu, Illuminiki, my cousin Keisha. It's mad Virgos today. My son Nino. Everybody is a Virgo. For real. So it take you 7-year increments to get through one. And I'm going to show you. You the most selfish person in the world until you 7 years old. And that's the age when you can take your shahada. Islamically, they know that you stop being a little selfish and start concentrating on being disciplined for food. Because you realize at one day, because all that attitude you had at 2-3 years old, these people will stop feeding you. Or they'll give you away. You heard? So you they got to train you. You heard? So at 7, like this, that's your sacral chakra. That's developed almost the same way that they grow diamonds. They synthesize, this planet magnetically synthesizes the influx of light codes like Reverend Valentine talk about, and they come down into the physical world and envelope around your organic reality in the physical realm. You dig? So now what occurs? What occurs? Then you go into, from 7 to 14, you in your second chakra. You in your stomach. This is when you trying to develop This is your Lord of the Flies era. This is when you're trying to develop your. This is a very important part of your character. A lot of y'all is who you was when puberty hit. This is why they got initiation. When puberty hit, that establishes character. Whoever you is when you had puberty, when your chest was hurting, you like this, boom. The females, when y'all started feeling weird and crazy and all that shit, for real, boom. That establishes if you need initiation in them points. You people with children, parents, you better be listening. And then they say you a legal person at the third increment of 7, 21. So from 14 to 21, that's all self-identity. You going into your ego, that's your solar plexus. Have you ever been punched in your fucking solar plexus? That's your third chakra. Somebody will put you on your knees. You could fuck around and die and get knocked unconscious if somebody hit you in your bread basket. That's what it's called. Now go look it up in anatomy. It looks like a brain. It looked like a weird brain. It looked like a roast beef looking ass sheet of roast beef brain. And you think from that area. You think from that area. And when you get developed at 21, 7, 14, 21, then you go into your heart chakra for 7 year increments. You better be by the time you 21, before you reach a Saturn cycle, you better have had addressed all your forgiveness issues. You better be. I was born on purpose. The same shit that I'm talking about now, in many respects, I used to talk like this when I was 7. I was talking like this 7, 11. I be talking like this on the way to do some foul shit in the street when we was little. And spiritual consciousness, I'm telling you, you better be on your D if you between 21 and 28 years old. To be at 29.9 years, it's going to be about, what you call it, you're going to be getting into what your voice did. You heard? A lot of y'all in past your heart, you living in what you spoke on. You heard? And then when you get past what you spoke on, you got to be into what you saw. And then it's determined on what you saw is how your crown. Why the fuck y'all think we got seasonal patterns? Why the fuck do you think that they about to manipulate you niggas right now? You think Thanksgiving gonna be the same this year? Every other year, all y'all niggas had the same symptoms that come up with the shit that's going on. This gonna be the first COVID Thanksgiving. I want to see what you eating this Thanksgiving. Yeah. That's what the fuck you. I'm coughing because of, yeah. What the fuck you gonna do hacking down that macaroni and you like that sugar in them yams, nigga? You like that sugar in them yams. Them shits put your immune system down for 5 hours. You can have the symptoms of the house in Virginia, nigga. It'll be like you dead. Go to the hospital, I dare you. Once they put the IV in you, you own 50,000, and then they own you. You a ward of the state once they put an IV in you. And half y'all, you're going to the hospital with dirty drawers and socks on, and you got sick because you ain't bathed. That's why Muslims, Who in the Islamic world got COVID? How many women with the murkah in the Islamic dress got that? Muslims make wudu. They do fitra religiously as a worshiping tool. You got to shave your genitals, man. You heard? Yeah, and you got to magnetically connect to your tribe so that everybody know who you is and what you doing. They partake in eating of lamb. You ain't no vegan Muslim. You niggas is crazy. And y'all don't know what salam mean. Islam that. Y'all be saying Islam is salam everything, and don't know what it means. Because you don't read Akkadian incantation text. And you don't know which way, is south. The reason why you face east is so that you can know what's south and where north is. You heard? Yeah, you should be going to... I ain't gonna ask you for no money. That shit, you supposed to be socking it right now. I just gave niggas the mystery. You reading all the Pilgrim's books and all this shit. You think you smart. You think you smarter than me. Because I'm roguish. You heard? But you got to keep wolves away. You got to keep wolves away. You got to act like an asshole. Because you see what happened when you try to get too self-righteous with these niggas. These niggas will devour you, man. You heard? You always stay 10 toes down to death, man. Keep them shooters around you, man. Stay fucking with evil. You heard? Keep your little pocket full of evil, man. I'm telling you, man. Stay around some crazy niggas. Don't cut all your crazy ass friends off. You know what I'm saying? Because, everybody loves you. You heard? I got everybody. I got people that love me in all walks of life, for real. All of the motherfucking shits. Because I appreciate life. Life is sacred. And I worship that which is sacred. I love that which is sacred. You heard? I can't fucking help it. I'm a fucking Scorpio 5 times above the horizon in a stellium, nigga. You heard? I'm a beast. I am Jesus, nigga. But I'm Jesus with whizzes. I'm Jesus with a little razor and some shit in his pocket. You not finna do nothing to me. You not finna sacrifice me. I don't give a fuck about them. I'm not here to be doing all of that. I ain't that Jesus. That's the other one. You heard? Fuck wrong with you. You crazy? Yeah, you crazy. Yeah, this Jesus is all 12 of my disciples, nigga, is me. You heard? Is me. I ain't nobody outside me lead me to no evil. You heard? I am Judas. I am Jesus, nigga. I am everything in the fucking universe, nigga. For real. Except the lane. You heard? For real. Everything except the lane. That's the one negative confession. Shall you be everything else in the world but not a lane? You crazy? You won't trick me. For real. Vote for your wife, nigga. That's your president, young man. Vote for your king, queen. You heard? That's your president. You heard? Find you some politics in your motherfucking house. Vote for them kids. You heard? Do they fucking homework with them. You heard? Make them brilliant. You heard? Make sure they talking like their nuances and diction and this sound like this. Yes, mother. Like that. Fuck all that. We're not kicking out. We ain't trying to fucking move in. We trying to move out. This is an upgrade. They use the word evolution. They use that word evolve. How can devolution create the word for evolution? How can the devoluted create the word evolution? Based off a model of monkeys. My people was obviously here before monkeys because we used monkeys as a deity. We looked at the motherfucking monkey motherfuckers and seen what they do. You heard? Yeah. We watched them and made whole deities out of them. I'm not no motherfucking monkey. You a fucking degenerate. You an expression of God taking a shit. That's what happens. It's a stench in this world. God takes shits. And then it becomes everything that he don't want. Everything that's in God that he don't want to be in him becomes the devil outside of him. And then God confuse you in thinking that you the devil. You ain't the devil. You is a shit that I don't fuck with no more. You understand that? Do you understand where I'm going with this? The mind belongs to you. Yeah, you keeping it real. They keeping it real. I'm capping. All cap. That's brilliant. All cap, nigga. All cap. All cap. Everything is cap, nigga. You is not built to see the universe face to face. The universe got to use cap. You heard? The universe need. This is where you niggas with dad hats. The cat is a koof. The word koof come from kufi. Yamuk, cover. When you put something on your head, you got a cat. That's why they put gold domes at the Capitol, nigga. Cat put. You heard? This is all cat. If you in the street, if you ain't never had no ski to know how, so you don't know who the cat man is anyway. Ask what's the name in them. I can't even, it's a whole branch of the world nigga can't even talk about because the game is so live. The game's so real and it's so functional right now that a certain shit, I be wary about y'all talking about these people. Y'all niggas crazy talking about niggas that can't talk for themselves on the internet. All this old gangster shit y'all be talking, y'all solving crimes for the police and all that. Everybody is real on somebody's shit. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. Don't you participate in that dominance hierarchy, man. Them niggas is hot. That bro is hot in jail. Ain't no motherfucking what you call it. Ain't no goddamn. The funny shit is if you want to go to the jail with the central air, you got to get busy. You got to go to Shawanga. You heard? You got to be an interesting motherfucker if you want to go to the jail with the central air. Because if not, you ask these jail niggas, since y'all asked them all the wrong questions. Y'all ask everybody who pussy, but you don't ask niggas, let me hold something there, bro. I'll be damned. I grew up around tough niggas. They tough and they got money. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. What the fuck is going on right now? I'm in the house. You can't even talk like this in the street. They'll kill you. I'm in the house talking positive to you. Because you got the time and the wherewithal. I'm speaking to you because you got time. That means you got money. I am not speaking of poverty right now. Do you know that? Do you know that? That I'm not talking to you because I think that you stupid. I'm talking to you because I know you are subsisting and you have value and that you brilliant and that you're not looking for mistakes. And if you is looking for mistakes, I hope you got your mistake to make you feel better today. You heard? But it wouldn't be at the expense of me talking about no black people who stupid or who dumb, who crazy, or no white folks. Listen, we got white folks that fuck with us. Shout out to them. We fucks with you. You heard? And I don't have no expectations over you. I don't want you to do nothing but buy these books and shit like that. Sock it to the pockets. You heard? Set a nigga out. You heard? Don't put no motherfucking Black Lives Matter t-shirt on and go hang out with a bunch of weirdos and think you doing me no favor, because you not doing me no favor. You ain't doing me no favor. And don't give me no flowers. I don't want no motherfucking flowers while I'm alive. Flowers is for dead people. Flowers is for the dead. Bring me some flowers that I can smoke. Bring me some soup. Yeah, cook the flowers and make soup because I'm hungry all the time. I'm going to be hungry tomorrow. I'm going to be hungry tomorrow. Tomorrow, 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 mommy, tomorrow. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. I'm gonna be hungry. I don't want no fucking flowers. I ain't dead. Bring me some fucking food. I'm hungry. Him hungry. When I get hungry, I start talking like a slave. Him is hungry. Vibes with the burning mandarin, and I like it because it's matte. This is good packaging. It's simple. They be biting off my son Virgil though. Virgil brought back Helvetica. Yo, did y'all see how niggas went in on Virgil about the Pop Smoke cover? None of my students who are in postmodern art participate in that discussion. That young man, God bless him, and the people around him are extremely fortunate to have had the person who made his cover be the one who made it. And it was well composed. We sitting up around a bunch of people that don't know nothing about composition. You heard? These niggas think art is Obama in a polo sweater. That's all they want. That's all they want. They want Obama with a polo sweater. That's the lengths of what they think art entails. You're fucking with a graduate from Chicago Art Institute who travels and lectures at Ivy League schools, who is black, who fucks with hip hop on a high level. If he bridged the gap and loan support to a genre that is actually destroying the infrastructure of the youth. The youth culture, they're not drilling positive messages or what's the shit from the UK? What's that sound? Grime. That shit is nothing short of punk rock. It's black punk rock. Grime come from cities where niggas walk around with knives. You heard? Because it ain't that many guns. So they sitting up still staring at each other in the UK. Ask them niggas in the UK that's in the gully in the UK. You heard? For real, for real. For real. For real. What's that? Shepherd something. Shepherd's my man Angus and them niggas is crazy over there, man. In the UK. They running around with knives and shit on them. And y'all babies is listening to the music over here. And we got the most economically depressed shit going on. The most underrepresented. We only represented dancing and buck dancing and shit on videos. You heard? The most important shit the other day, what's that shit? The MTV Awards? That shit was the Lady Gaga Awards. I was like, oh, this shit is interesting. Look at the direction. You heard? So they trying to feed a beast that we shitted out already, man. We done with that, man. You heard? And y'all better resurrect the kids, man. Start honoring them. This is why they do this shit. They get awe and excitement from evil shit. Evil shit. Shepherd's Bush. That's right. Evil shit. Evil shit. So they get the awe and excitement. It's evil. It's evil shit going on. Evil shit, right? Boom. But they never get honored for their accomplishments. So what make you think this is why they want to go to the street and don't go put that work in? Because they're going to be honored. There's a realm that's going to honor them. You heard? And then when they get there, that shit is heartbreaking. They don't tell you them stories. I tell them gangsters to go on the fucking shows and tell the people What day and what time and what was the circumstances when you was in your cell crying, nigga? When you was in your pillow crying, cause you ain't want them niggas to hear you cry. Was it when you got sentenced? Was it when you see the nigga die in the jail? Was it when you heard your mama died when you was locked up and you couldn't go see nothing, nobody? Was it when that hoe left you? You heard? Was it when they told you that they killed your brother in the fucking street and you couldn't do nothing about it? Tell them niggas about that part of the story, son. You heard? Tell them niggas about that part of the story. Then you could be helping your community. And then if you help your community will help you. For real. And this is a fact. The black man is God. Even in the penitentiary, nigga, the visit floor be packed with wizards every weekend. It's women right now can't wait to go see some king in the penitentiary. I'm telling you. But that shit is not the same way in women's prisons. You heard? They fucking visit floor is almost never packed. You heard? But they suffer from the same impoverishment and poverty many a times. You heard? The same dilemmas. A lot of them get more busy than you niggas. And a lot of the women, you know, the women prices on their phones is cheaper than the men's. Because they stood up. And they made the administration not charge them all that prices. The niggas couldn't do that. Niggas wanted TVs in the penitentiary. I was so glad I didn't have no motherfucking life sentence. Or no 40 motherfucking years. Because I remember the contention. Niggas wanted TVs in the penitentiary. They was trying to move in and not trying to move out. You know? I know a nigga that was stole a nigga TV. And they stabbed the shit out of him. And this nigga that was a noble thing in that motherfucking environment. That nigga still considered a gangster. He stole a nigga TV and got stabbed for that shit, and he still is honored. You heard? Niggas, I know a nigga that tried to pickpocket. He did it too successfully. Pickpocketed out of a nigga commissary bag a whole carton of cigarettes. And didn't know that the nigga was a Muslim and everybody seen it and they told Ak later. And that nigga crippled that nigga. That nigga got the illest limp in the world for that. You heard? So what you think in the jail, the shit stopped? Y'all perpetuating some bullshit. You heard? So become a true artist, man. And stop trying to keep it real and fucking it up for people that's actually doing art and getting paid for it. You niggas is trying to keep it real and be the self that you could never be back in the day. It's 2020. Stop playing. The niggas that's getting busy right now and popping niggas, y'all don't have no access to these little niggas, first of all. But you perpetuating this shit on the internet like you that nigga. You better fucking be careful with that shit. And you better start capping. This is all cap. You know who keep it real? Dirty Ups. That's a real nigga. That nigga with them dirty ass uptowns on, that's the realest. That nigga that keep arguing with all his friends with the dirty ups, that nigga with them dirty ass jeans on, looking crazy as fuck, he's a real nigga. Y'all hang out with real niggas all your life. Go ahead. That nigga, I promise you, everybody I know that I love, this is how you could tell I love you. Have we ever eaten together? Have we ever eaten food together? I do not eat with no enemy. If me and you never ate no food together, I don't fuck with you. You heard? You a dub, as they say. And food is liquor too. Ask Lupe Fiasco and them. And them niggas in Chicago. They sell it in the same place. Those are two synonymous terms. They sequenced with one another. Food and liquor. You heard? Promise you that. That's a swear to God. You heard? That's a swear to God. Word is bond. This shit is crazy. Gotta do a lot. And you know, peace and love. Peace and love. Legend. That's right. Let me. Boom. Excellent. That nigga stupid. Yo, my cousin sent me the craziest ass. I'm like, yeah, nigga, yeah. You crazy ass man. Fucking right. You motherfucker. Hold up. Oh, God's work is never done. God's work is never done. What's good? Where you at? Legend. Legend, that's what's up. Alright. God's work is never fucking done. For real. This shit is crazy. I swear to God, yo, you remember this term, inquisitive. IQ? IQ is some deep shit. It's emotional IQ. I'm going to tell you, the greatest people in the world have the ability to synthesize information for efficiency and sustainable social interactions under the premise that socializing and abilities to communicate effectively is the only way to survive. And if you look at the animal kingdom, you heard? Animals, many times, there are some species that are able to communicate effectively without words. It's a dutifulness and an ability to disactivate in principle. You heard? The wherewithal to find oneself within the context of time and space. You heard? The only way you can do that is you got to be capping. Who the fuck told you? Would you go buy a bottle of champagne if it ain't have a cap on it? Huh?